Or better. Alrighty, so it is the day before the storm here on the island, and it is a little crazy right now. Let me gather it up. I have been nonstop since 7:20 a.m. I started my day. I've been running back and forth between home, here, back. Areas I have at the beginning of the thumbnail, that was a mobile repair. We're working on this Honda. So let's get over to this Honda and let's button this thing up. This thing has been a little bit of a pickle. It is an HS20. It is a single stage. So everything has to come off. And I know we just did the garage where I could work inside. When I'm in like repair mode, I go back to my natural instinct and we're working outside. So I just had this thing buttoned up and I took some notes. Trying. So you see here, I took a video. Sometimes when you take things apart, it's best don't ever stop taking pictures and videos. So I took a little video of how this linkage was laid out. As far as you can make annotations of, you see where there's a short side and a long side to the linkage and the spring, and also how it's routed. And it's pretty funky design. This is a Honda HS20. So it's really unfamiliar to me. Never worked on a Honda single stage like this, so a little bit. I tried doing a quick and dirty with the carburetor on the machine, taking it all apart, and that didn't work out, so we had to drop the panel. So let me get you guys back in the holder, and we will dive right back in where we left off. I don't have the iPad out, so if you guys got some audio issues, let me know. I'll try and fix it. I got my AirPods in. So let's see, can we get out of my way? Yep, that's a good angle. So working on Hondas are a pain in the you-know-what, but thanks to you guys, as you guys could see, I have my cheater studs in. And this is a pretty unique apparatus. So with me, the less I take off, the more I have to put back together. So I'm just using these little cheaters right there. This is a vent that goes behind here and the fuel line. We will now hook up. We'll just plug that in and we will slide it in. Alrighty, so we got that in. This is separate. Uh-oh, look, we're messing up already. This is separate from here. And you guys are gonna have to deal with the background noise. We're in the field today. You know what's funny is today it's a lot of I'm working in front of people's houses, and then all of a sudden, just like when you're blowing snow, the neighbors come out. So I'm trying to be nice, but I'm trying to like keep it, professional. And I was able to pick up a few jobs that way. One person was really starting to get to me, so I was trying to drop hints to them, and they weren't getting it. They just bought a brand new snowblower, and they literally had a bunch of questions for me. And I basically said to them in a nice way is all these questions should be answered by the person who sold you the snowblower. They were saying that it's supposed to take synthetic fuel, and I said I never heard of this. And then they're like, "Well, come to the house and let me look at it." And I'm like, "I'm not doing anything unless you want to pay me." You know what I mean? So they were pretty can't think of the word, and lively. They were very lively, and I could read the writing on the wall. Whatever they wanted from me, was going to be free of charge. So I basically told them, you know, you should, if you have any questions, call the place who sold you the snowblower, or go on YouTube, go on Google. None of these questions that you have are out there already. And they're like, well, why can't you answer them? And I said, because I'm working and I can't multitask. So then they ask you like, well, can you stop what you're doing and talk to us? Are you kidding me? You want me to stop? Like this isn't chatterbox time, you know? I'm not here to make friends. Are you kidding me? I got work to do. So let's get that in there. We will do the fuel line hooked up. This is up. So now we're going to swap out the studs for these. And we'll call it that. We got this one in here. One stud and done. We'll go there. One stud and done. Okay, then the next stud we'll swap out. So this is all the 50 gaskets that Honda has. They don't rot all over the place. And what's surprising to me is we've had a couple of snowstorms, and why are people either concerned about their machine now and not after the first few snowfalls that we had? So I know like 3 of the repairs I had to do today, the people were having issues with their machine, and most likely they were holding out for warmer weather. They think they could get by maybe, but you know, a snowblower is not like your wife. You know, you could ignore your wife, you could ignore people, but you can't ignore your machine. When you go back to your machine, the problem's still going to be there. Compared to significant other, maybe time heals, maybe doesn't. On a machine, time doesn't heal. So you got that in there. So this is, remember, snowblowers don't have air filters. So Honda has a pretty cool design actually like this, where the choke linkage overlaps this rectangle box, which makes that a seal, and everything goes out from underneath. So I think after this machine, should have one repair left, and we should call it a day. We don't need to hook up anything else. Fuel on. Let's slide this back on. Use my man hand and snowblower yoga. Snowblower yoga. And here we are. All right. Downward dog. Now there is no kill. The kill switch is disconnected. So we'll see if we could, we'll shut it off with the fuel shut-off valve, or we'll pop this open and it's one short. We'll just touch it this way, and that should kill it. All right, fuel on, choke out. It's a Honda. There is no prime for a good time. It's automatic. Let's give it a pull. Beautiful. All right, let's test the auger. Okay, that's good. And this guy also wants a tune-up. It's a single stage, so we're really just going to change the oil. But for all of you guys want to see the belly of a beast of a Honda Harmony HS520, let's give it a look. So anytime you want to work on a single stage snowblower, everything has to come off. This is your typical Honda GCV 190 or 160 that could be in here. Okay, here's your electric start. This is plastic right here. So take that for what it is. And this is your recoil right here, per se. And what else? You have your muffler, tailpipe here. There's an overhead valve, dipstick here, dipstick on the outside, which is what we're referencing. You have your carburetor here, kill switch, gas tank, and that is your vent on the bottom. This is a pretty unique electric start system. So again, this is new for me. Usually on machines, the flywheel is geared and the starter bolts right up to it. Honda has a bracket, and I guess it's a series of gears, or like a jack shaft, and the electric start is up to there. You can see there's another motor inside there, and this is your recoil. So pretty interesting setup how Honda turns this into electric start. I wonder, because this is the same motor, what you see like on pressure washers and generators. If you could look up the schematics to this and adapt electric start, if that is extremely important to you. So we might be doing some snowblower yoga. Let's turn this off. And this was a little bit, rough in a sense, like you had to manipulate things to get it here. So we just kind of got to go a little bit out of our comfort zone and force things in places that they shouldn't be. I get very skeptical or wary when it comes to plastic, especially since it's a little cold out. You really don't want to break or bend things, and it's not a big deal, but I didn't want to take off the handlebars at the bottom of the base. Remember, the more you take off, the more you have to put back together. So I try not to do that, because then sometimes it complicates things, maybe, and sometimes you're just saving yourself some time. So let's see if I save myself some time, or potentially I made things a little worse. So we will go in here and here. Okay, we got there. All right, so we're good. So let's put this choke linkage in. This grommet goes there. All right, let's hook up our kill switch. So it's only male and female, can only go one way. So we have that way. Okay, and this way. Okay. All right, so let's just make sure we have the kill switch hooked up correctly before we put the covers on. So fuel on, choke out, and we're going to fire in the hole. Oh, key. Is it the other way? Let's see, key up. So then this is the correct way. We had it running. Perfect. Kill switch is hooked up correctly, so we verified that. So we are good to go. Spark plug is right here. Honda has a really cool tiny hole that you could access it. So let's put this cover. This comes off. Okay. Uh-oh. What do we got? What do we got? What's happening? Yes, I remember you. The doctor, right? Doctor? Psychologist? No. Oh, I thought, what's going on?
I bought the snowblower from you.
Okay.
It's been great.
Okay.
I went to rip the handle, ripped right off.
The recoil? Okay. You have it with you?
No, it's over there. I didn't even know if you were around.
Yeah. Bring it by. I'll be here.
I still can do the electric start.
Okay.
That's a pain in the ass. When it shuts off,
yeah, you have
the
to.
extension cord.
Okay.
So could you repair the?
Yeah, I'll do the recoil for you. Yeah. Do you want? Yeah, bring it here.
Needs,
okay.
Like for you to look at it.
Whatever you want me to do. Okay. It's up to you.
I just have to get it in the van.
Yeah, take your time. Okay. If not, let me know. You still have my number, right?
Yeah, I live over here alone.
Okay, no, but I know where you live. Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
go right down and make that right,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you're on the left-hand side.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you still have my number or no?
Yeah. I think so.
In case, because if you have issues,
Oh, you know what? I did change like my phone address book. What's the
okay,
Rob?
Jason,
Jason, sorry.
that's okay.
No, see, it did get rid of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I changed jobs, and all my addresses and contacts disappeared.
Okay.
All right. What's the 631?
707.
Yeah. It used to come up. Yeah.
Yep.
I had you under Jason Lawnmower. Or Jason
Okay. Yep.
Snowblower.
I remember I did the lawnmower too for
Yeah,
your
you did.
dog run.
Yeah, you did. You did. Hey, good memory. All right. So, will you have time? You think?
Yeah, I could do that today for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if I can't get it in, and I can't get it in,
Just shoot me a text message and I'll run over there.
will?
Yep.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Did I just dox myself? All right. All righty. Here we go. All right. So we got this here. Let's do all these bolts got to go back in. 1, 2. That's for the recoil. Let's go to the other ones. All right. Do you remember where these all go? All right. So this seems pretty simple. These are for the front. Okay. I assume these are going to be for the sides, and these short plastic ones are for the metal brackets, the shortest point of contact. That's just my good rule of thumb of trying to remember where hardware goes. So we'll do this nice and simple. Now, to be fair, as old as this machine is, this has some age on it. I can't tell you how old, but everything came off pretty easy. On the Toros, I really struggle sometimes to get these bolts off. And you guys have seen it on the channel where I struggles to get the bolt off and they end up snapping or breaking. And then I just put regular hardware in there. So I'll give credit when credit is due, if it's a Honda thing or just this guy's sheer luck. So again, these ones with the sleeves, I'm just gonna put on the side here and here. Yes, so that couple that was asking me a million questions, I gave them a price for me to come look at the machine, and they weren't too happy about that. They said the machine is brand new. So then I said, well, it sounds like you guys have some issues. So, go back to the place where you bought it from or go on YouTube. That's all. I can't sit there and talk to you guys while I'm trying to work on this guy's machine. You're taking away from the people after him and you're taking away from uh, me, taken away from me. And they ended up buying the snowblower from Home Depot. And I basically told them, so it's none of my business. I says, but when you buy a machine from Home Depot, you don't have somebody who is, I use the word passionate about small engines and snowblowers. They're just going to slap it together. So you're better off, paying someone like me just to go through the machine, answer any questions you have, and go from there. And they weren't happy. They were not happy. So we're just going around the world. We're going to be putting these bolts in, and then we'll put those stubbies in, and then we're going to let the oil get nice and hot, and we got to change it. And we'll call it a day. Okay. Uh-oh. So this is messed up. So that's like another thing. And you guys seen in the video, remember a couple years ago, this lady bought a Toro brand new. And I don't remember where she said she got it from, but they didn't do a good job of educating her as an owner, and she had some issues, and some of them was from poor assembly. I assume, keyword assume, there we go, on the outside, you go here. Let's try this again. Make sure nothing fell out. Did something fall out? Yeah, that was part of the gas cap. Let's make sure you guys got a good camera view of this. I know I moved a few times. So you guys got there. See, this is how it is. People just come up and they start talking and yapping. Who needs work? Who doesn't need work? I'm just going to button this bad boy up. Move here. If no one shows up here, if no one shows up there. Okay, these are the skinny ones. This goes on the inside. Alrighty, that goes there. That goes there. Again, deep shoulder bolt goes in here. One, two. Let's check 1, 2, and 2. One more on the side, and that aligned itself right in. I like this design because if you look at other machines like Arians and whatnot, and Toros, the housings are all cracked where they meet. Can you say operator error, installer error? Who knows? But I like how Honda has that shoulder bolt to protect everything. Alrighty, let's do, that's right, so this was, there's a nut inside here. Two, and then we got to do this all metal housing, which is really cool. I like metal, no plastic junk. 1, 2, 3. So let's do this here. These aren't carriage bolts, so you're gonna have to hold it in the end with the screwdriver on one end and then link to the wrench to the other. All right, this here, I'll start it by hand. Nicey nice. Then we will do the other one. Nicey nice. Nicey nice. And then last but not least, we have the third one. We got that in there, that in there. Righty tighty. goes there. And this goes there. Alrighty. So we're going to start this machine motor run. Let the oil get nice and hot. And I got to Google how much oil this thing takes. It should be 20 ounces, 16 to 20 ounces. But I got to double check. So key on, choke out, fire in the hole. All right, we'll go. We'll go inside the garage while this thing warms up, and we'll retreat this way. This way. All right. I can't see the chat. I don't have the iPad out. So we'll retreat. We'll do some cleaning and reorganizing. It's been a crazy day and a wild week for sure. It's messy. I got tools all over the place. And you know, the crazy part is, right? We're supposed to get some crazy storm tomorrow. The weather doesn't feel like that at all. Like it's actually nice and I'm not saying it's cold. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Greenlawn is 34 degrees.
Yeah, it doesn't feel 34 degrees. It really, really doesn't. So it actually feels warmer. We had some snow during the week, but it melted over, I wouldn't say overnight, but as the day went on, the snow disappeared. Uh-oh, knock, knock. What's happening? Good, how are you?
Thank you very much.
How's everything?
Off
Oh, you're welcome. All right. That's what I mean. That's why I said, you know, if you had issues, I'd help you. Oh, no, we could. You feeling strong? Yeah, I think me and you could get in there. No worries. All right, that one. Let's see the order. You got it? Oh, it's okay. I got it.
It's a bitch trying to do it by yourself, though.
Yeah, I get it. No, I believe it. Alrighty. So you couldn't get it started, or? Okay. Was there any gas in it when you? All right. So let's just give this a pull. Yeah, no, right? I'm just trying to like over prime it to try and stimulate. This primer. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's priming. But was it leaking because you were tipsy turvying it? You know, like if you tilted one way.
When I put gas in it and I tried to start it, then there's a
Puddle. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll look into it. Give me some time. Hopefully you'll hear by me by the end of the day.
If not, it's
No, I got you.
the right hand.
Yep.
I think the whole front of it.
Let me see. You bent the whole front. Okay, yeah, I'll ding that out for you. Yeah, I'll straighten it out.
Appreciate it. Thank you much.
You're welcome. Take care. Alrighty, I don't know if the AirPods picked up that conversation, but he just dropped off for a pair. Let's clear some stuff out and we'll bring the snowblower into the operating table. Like I said, it's been a crazy week and I got tools all over the place. No excuses. We were working on cars and a truck up until small engines. So that's just the way this week has been. I'm not complaining. I consider it a blessing. So don't mind me. Don't mind me as I make a mess. So cut the. So had to get a new multimeter. My original multimeter, very very expensive one, took a crap. Now I know that I admit 1010%, and I say this all the time, and I'll remind you guys over and over again. When it comes to electrical work, that is not my strong point. I suck at electrical work. I am, and I know it's pretty terrible that I talk like that about myself because I'll be honest with you, because I'm not that good at electrical work, I shy away from it. And I'm not saying I'm not going to learn that way, but some of the stuff to me is just a little bit over my head. So I had this crazy multimeter with an and clamp, and it did things that I had no idea what I was doing. And if I turned it this way, turned it that way, I had to YouTube how to use my multimeter. So I decided when my multimeter took a crap, it's a really fancy one, I could send it out and get rebuilt. I went on Amazon and got a nice little cheap one that matches my needs. So I don't have to grow into it. It's exactly what I'm getting. So hold on, let me just go through all of this. And so far, for what I needed it to do, it worked great. So I'm just doing a master reset. Don't ask me why. My other multimeter cost a lot more. Okay, and I didn't keep it in a nice case. I didn't keep it in the box that it came with. It didn't come with one. This one, I do. So let's get this out of here, this out of here, this out of here, this out of here. Ratchet will go here. I have tools in the Honda that I need to potentially bounce back. I think I have this snowblower, and then I'm waiting to hear back on one more call. Normally, I don't give prices, but it's the day before a storm. We're mobile. Prices are a little bit more than usual. That's just the way it is. Everybody else is closed. I'm working. You call an electrician, you call a plumber overnight, you're going to get hit with a fee. So why can't I do the same? You should too. All right, this will go in here. That'll stay there. We'll get this out of the way. This out of the way. And let's see. This will take out of here too. It's a big machine. I think getting it on the table is going to be a little sketchy. So let's just make room in here. Pressure washer out the door. This will go in here. This will go out here. All right, we're not gonna put this on the operating table. This thing is leaking gas pretty bad, and our garage is attached. So let's get it in here, and we'll go right into the snowblower yoga position. All right, up and over. All right. Man, what a... So I've worked on this machine in the past, and every time I see it, it just gets worse and worse shape. Let's take a look at this thing. I absolutely love this machine. All right, snowblower yoga the other way. We'll go over it. And we got to catch the fuel that's going to be leaking out. Let's just put that there. We're going to work fast. Craftsman, easy steer, 928 with electric start. This is one of my favorite machines of all time. This is an MTD made Craftsman, but it's the older style. I think this is the one that's COO Canada. Okay, typical MTD blowout on the inside. That I have not seen him do that before. Full tilt shoot control. Okay, but let's talk about why I love this machine. It has power steering, which is I think is one of the best designs out there. And you won't see it, but take my word for it, this machine is triple belted from the factory compared to other machines where it is not, and you have to pay for an add-on. MTD was way ahead of its time and double belting the auger from the jump. Things I don't like about this machine, pretty obvious. We're looking at it right here. You have, this is a pretty weak auger housing, but you could blame MTD all you want. This is straight up abuse or neglect. You cannot hold any manufacturer accountable for that right there. No way. No way, no way, no way. This is snowblower neglect through and through. You could just see inside the auger, it's pretty rusted and rotted. Outside here, still okay. Let's see, let's give the starter a jiggle. Okay, so I worked on this machine. You can see there's washers in the starter so it doesn't loosen up. Well, that sucks. This broke and that's loose. I'm not saying that's not complicated. I don't know if we're gonna get to that today. We have to weld a nut to get that out, hopefully. Let's see, the gas is full. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but he said the gas is fresh. So that's that. He could not get it started. So let's get this thing into snowblower yoga, and we are going to get inside the carburetor, or we're going to try to. So what I was doing was I was trying to prime the carburetor for a good time, and I couldn't get it started. So we know that there's potentially a blockage. He said he ran it dry, which is very, very typical, but that is not the case. Snowblower yoga. Normally, we would try and diagnose. Oh, look at this thing. This thing is hammered. Look at this. Jesus. Look at this. Dude, what a shame. This is abuse right here. You cannot fault this machine. This is an oldie. And regardless of the condition it's in, it's held up pretty well. Let's get this wheel off. Take that there. Now I did service this machine a couple years ago. So look at that. See? No anti-seize. Grease. Right? It doesn't matter what you use. As long as you do it quite often, everything should be okay. This is a few years. We can argue all you want. AMTC's grease, it's been years since I touched this machine. Has a brand new carburetor on there, and it works out really, really well. All right, how about this? Do you guys think that oil is ready? You think that oil is nice and hot? So let's go shut that off. Let's go change the oil on the Honda, and then we can dive into this machine. So this should be nice and hot. And we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going. This goes in here. Okay, let me go get my oil bin. We're a little all over. Alrighty. You think that's a 10 or a 12? All right, you guys go look at that. I gotta go grab some sockets. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me grab a socket and we'll go from there. Survey says 10 or 12. Survey says 10 or 12 millimeter. Take your pick. Let's see. Survey says 12 millimeter. So we'll give this a crack here. Do you think Google knows how much oil this machine takes? Hold on. Do there, like so. Okay, now let's undo the oil cap. So this flows a little nicer. We're multitasking. And we'll let that drain. So let's see. Hey Google, how much oil does a Honda HS520 take?
I didn't understand.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. All right, so we're going to start with the good old, we're going to start with 16 ounces and we will work our way up. I assume it takes 20. Honda has this really cool thing where you just fill up to the top of the dipstick and we're good to go. Let's get our royal purple goodness ready to go. Okay, get that there, cramped, close that. You can go here. We will get our oil fill and we're good to go. All righty. Let's let that drain out really, really good. And we're gonna have to dive into this carburetor. So you will come out of the way. And should we try and do a quick and dirty, or should we take this thing completely off? Let's try and do, let's do a quick and dirty. And let's see how bad this carburetor is. And then if it's really, really bad, we'll peel off the housing and take it off. So we're gonna cheat. We're just gonna pop this bowl nut off. Keep a good mental note of where this bowl lines up, right here. That lines up so the float can actually have full form. If this is in the wrong way, potentially you can hang up the float and the machine's not going to run or not run right at all. So We'll get this here. This here. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay. This thing is pooched. Can you guys see that? Camera. This is completely black. All right. Now, because this is completely black, let's pull off this bowl. And let's see what we got. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. This thing is cooked. Dude, look at all this rust. Dude, this is rust. This is rust. You could even look at, oh, my rigs are in the Honda. This thing is cooked. Do we try and save this or we just replace it? All right, let's pop this thing off. Let's get a better look at it. We don't have a choice. That sucks. This is a brand new carburetor. Now, probably we could try and save this carburetor. The issue is we got snow tomorrow, and we don't have time to be finicking around carburetor, cleaning it, trying to rebuild it. We might just end up replacing this thing. Go there, go there. That is 5/16, I think, on the side. So we will pound that out real quick. Where did I go? There we go. Alrighty, so 5/16, gun loaded, dead battery, unload gun, reload gun. That goes out of the way. God, I can't remember the last time I worked on a carburetor. Okay, then we got the front of the dipstick tube. So I'm just going to do that off camera. I'm not going to take you guys with me. So I don't have my iPad out, so I can't read the comments. So I will read them later and respond. Or if there's a little bit of a break, I'll go grab the iPad. Hopefully it's charged. And I could chat with you. Until then, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, here we go. Remember snowblower yoga. Snowblower yoga. Or I'm stupid and I'm working harder instead of smarter. Who would have thought working on machines, you're working on your back? No, that's because I just choose to. I'm showing off. Can you guys see my breath? Or maybe it is cold. All right. Okay, now we're done. Now we're done. Come up. You go out. You hopefully come out. Yes, you did. And you just gotta slide you out of the way. What are you getting hung up on? All All right, so you need to pop this off without puncturing my fingers. Wrong tool for the wrong job. Hopefully you don't break it. The tool. Hope. Come on. Pull. Oh. Jesus. There we go. Put that any place. And now, all right, we're clean. You go here. You go there. Grab your tools that came all over the place. And now we have a better view. All right. So this is what we have here. This will come out here. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. It's just been a while for this machine, so everything is frozen to it. Let me go grab some tools out of the Honda. Look at that carburetor. Hold on, I'll just grab one more set of tools and we should be all right. It's my electrical tools. All right. Let's try and get this primer line off without messing it up, because if it does and it's short, then the whole engine housing has to come off. Let's try and grip this. Nope, we just broke it. All right. Since we broke it, now we rip it off. We'll see if that was a costly mistake. Okay, that goes in the garbage. All right, we got that out. You know what? Let's do this bowl. If we clean this bowl and it comes out like crap, then we will just replace the carburetor. Deal? Deal. So we'll go right here. There. This will go here. Let's get it. Let's hit it with some looby dooby. Okay, let's keep that on tilt. Let's work it around. Okay, just let that soak for 30 seconds. And we will get our cavity cleaner brush out and go from there. So what we're trying to do is just clean up all this rust. And if this rust doesn't come out, because this rust is, see how pitted this leaves this bowl. If this bowl is pitted, then you know the carburetor is going to be pitted. The jet might be pitted even though it's brass. And we'll see, it's good to go. I'm just working this around. Let's get it. Let's hit it with some lube. Now I'm not using brake clean because brake clean kind of dries stuff out. And we're not up to that point yet. We're just trying to clean up this bowl, trying to save this thing, revive it. Putting carburetor cleaner on the bowl isn't going to do anybody any favors. So when it comes to rust, you don't want to dry it out. You kind of want to loosen it up and break it up. Rust and brake clean, don't do that. So I kind of don't like how this carburetor looks on the edges, but we'll see if I could scrape that off, maybe. I just need to break this up because if this was my machine, I'd let it go. Because if it clogs up, I could just try and give it a quick and dirty again. Since this isn't my machine, it kind of has to leave perfect. Having phone calls in the middle of a snowstorm. We just fixed my machine and now it's broken again. Those aren't fun. Those aren't fun. So let's see what we got here. Let's see, is this? Okay, yeah, so we just got this is gonna come out. All right, you convinced me. We're gonna go inside this carburetor. We're gonna clean it. All right, I'm gonna give this thing a quick blow job. Close your eyes, and it's blow job time. All right, a bowl has been saved. Actually, really, really good. Let's get to this jet. That's next. We'll peel away like an onion. We're gonna try and peel away the layers on this. Now, this is a gasket, so no carburetor cleaner for me. We'll just put that in there, let it soak, and we got to get some tools out. More tools. I have extras of those, so we don't have to run out to the garage, run out to the Honda and grab those from my toolkit. This will do right here. So, as you can see, this is a well-seasoned brush. So let's get some brush action in here. Can we try and lift this gasket? So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to peel away this layer of crap that's protruding the gasket. And then hopefully we can break it free. If not, we're just going to have to work with what we got This is when an ultrasonic cleaner would come into play, but it's the day before storm, and I'm not going to fire up this thing for a half hour to an hour and clean this carburetor. This is where time is money. You know what I mean? That is my mentality. So we're going to go right through these holes. Yeah, this is clogged up crazy. Yeah, you could see that. You could feel the friction. Yep, and it's plugged up top too. Come on. Come on. This goes here. We have this tiny one up top. See that? Tiny one up top. Okay, so then let's do some more looby-dooby in here. Now you can see everything comes out, but that's not good enough. We need to open up the entire orifice. So we're just going to work our way up in sizes until we can't go no more. We're going to completely get this out. This is old school carb cleaning. No fancy tools, no fancy stuff, no machines. Back in the day, you pick up your magazine called Popular Science, and hopefully that edition has your issue, and that's how you learn how to fix it with bare tools. Yeah, you can see. This is just so gummed up. It's not even funny. All right, so this will go here. All right, we're going to try and pick this out. Yeah, I don't know if the camera could pick that up. It's really nasty in there. And let's peel away this. There we go. All right, blow job time. Round two. Let's see what we got. Close your eyes. I think blowjobs make everything better. See that? Oh, there we go. See, zoom. What a difference. And now we could actually see inside this hole. Stare into my black hole. Actually, there's like one or two pieces of crud in here. So let me just try and get those out. Work them loose with the pick. And same thing here. I'll give it one more spray of some lube. And one last BJ. Close your eyes. Good to go. That's it. What do you think? You think good? Good? Bad? Yay? Nay? We're gonna have problems or we're not gonna have problems? What do you think? Let's see. Okay, there's that. Okay. All right, yeah, this thing is actually good. All righty, let's get this. Let's see what we could do with it on. Sometimes you don't have to take off the machine. 1, 2. Alrighty, let's start with this pin. Okay, pull that off. Nope, I don't got good fingers. Let's get my little pliers out. Okay, some pliers, grip it, and we're good to go. So usually on Saturdays, I jump on a live stream with other small engine people, which I actually liked. Because honestly, even though I'm working, there's been a couple of times I've ran into issues and they've helped me fix machines. They changed their format. Apparently, people were upset I was working and not talking or contributing on the panel, which I understand. So here we are. It's the day before a storm. I can't do nothing but work. So see here, you can see this is the needle. You can see how this is all discolored. Does this come off? Yeah, so this wipes off. All right, let's set this aside. All right, more doobie in here. We'll just try and loosen that up. Now we definitely don't want to use carburetor cleaner. Inside here is a nylon gasket that if you use carburetor cleaner, you run the risk of deforming. And we don't want to deform that. So we're just gonna clean this up. There's that. We'll go on the other side. Got that there. Alrighty. Let's get our hole. And we're just gonna go up the keister. I can't see. Is this one too big? Yeah, it's too big. I'm trying to jam it in there. I could feel it caving in. So let's start skinny and we'll work our way up. This thing is plug solid. Holy crap. Holy crap. All right, it's got to come off. I'm almost tempted at this point to just slap a carburetor on there. All right, 7/16. Here we come. This is... All right, I'm going to do something that I told you not to do. Let's just take this nozzle in here. Control spritz. And let's try and go... Can we go stiffer? Or should I take a micro drill bit out and see if we can drill out and open up that hole? Let me get a set of eyes in here. All right. Excuse me, kids. Okay. All right. Let me see if you guys could see what I'm seeing. Hold on. Okay. This way. Okay, you ready? Can you see that? Nope. 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 Maybe. Maybe. It doesn't look too bad. I'm actually gonna get a Q-tip. Is this the other way? Yep. 1 second. All right. So Q-tip. So Q-tip. Alrighty, we're in. And I'll show you what these Q-tips are for. I grabbed extra. So let's get in there with some lube. This is where the needle and seat is. Pay attention. And we'll just do it in there while we're here. I'm going to take this Q-tip. See how clean this is? We're going to work it inside where the seat goes. Yeah. Hold on. Come on. Zoom. Okay. All right. No, we just had it. Okay. So this is where the main jet goes, and this is your seat, and that's where the needle goes. And if that needle is hung up, it's gonna allow gas to leak through. Oh, hold on. So look at this Q-tip. Look at the difference. Dirty, clean. Dirty, clean. Like at the eye doctor, 1 or 2. Okay, click 1 or 2. So we're just going to work this in. We're just going to make sure. See, and now look how clean this one is. See, look, dirty, clean. 1 or 2. So we'll go in there. We'll make sure. And just for shooting poops and giggles, we're just going to work it inside here as well. Inside the carburetor. And keyword, we should be fine. Now, let's take a look at this needle. Figure, let me see this needle. Okay, here. Nope. Here. And then you have to be careful with this tip. Let me get a clean one. You definitely don't want to deform this tip. And we're good to go. All right, that's clean. All right, so now we have this float here. Hold on, we'll zoom out. Can we zoom out? Yeah. We have this float here. And this we're just going to rub off as best as we can. This float will never be pearly white ever again. It's, I guess you would say it's kind of stained. It's stained. So we're just trying to get all the excess off. Technically, this float is, give it a shake to make sure it hasn't been compromised and it's holding fuel. If the float has liquid in it, okay, it's going to weigh it down and it's going to overfuel the carburetor. You're going to end up getting oil. You're going to end up running really, really poorly. Okay. And then when it's not running, the carburetor is going to leak and the excess gas is going to either A, end up in your floor, B, inside the crankcase. And if you fail to recognize that, you blow your motor. That's a proven fact. So be careful. Let's see. Guys, I don't have my iPad hooked up, so I can't see your comments. So I apologize. I will address them after the stream at some point. We're working today. We are working. So let's be careful not to drop this. Run through there. Okay. And we're going to go in here. Oh, come on. Come on. It's these angles. Okay, we're in. That's good. Let's put our bowl on. Remember, the bowl has to go in a certain position. And if I remember correctly, a good way to read it is you see how this bowl is tilted on an angle? So line this up with the float. You see this pivot? Right there. And we are good to go. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure this thing is priming. So here we go. I'm putting my finger over the hose. Priming. You feel nothing. Let go. Air passes through. So this thing is doing its job. Let's hook this back up. Alrighty. We got that. Did we make that tight? No, we didn't. Let's make this tight. And then my phone just buzzed for low power. So I'm going to put you guys on the charger real quick. And remember, you guys are supposed to look up how much oil that thing takes. So here, I'm going to charge you guys while we work. We'll throw the wheel on there. We'll finish the oil change on the Honda. And then we're going to try and fire this thing up and see if this thing runs really, really good or really, really bad. And we should check the oil. We should check the oil on this too. So, wheel. Line up the hole. So this is in there. Okay, washer and pen. Okay, good. Tools out of the way. This out of the way. We'll leave our shoot rod disconnected. We're going to see as we work on the Honda if fuel leaks out. We hope not. It's going to make for a stinky house and a very unhappy Mrs. Pate's performance. Hold on. I'm just trying to think out loud. Okay. Somebody, one machine at a time. Stay focused, Jason. Stay focused. Alrighty, snowblower yoga up on the Honda. Let's get this out. This out. You guys are charging, so give me a break. You got that there. Yeah, better view. So just imagine oil all over the place, and we'll get this going. Alrighty, so drain plug in, and we'll tighten that down. I think we said that was 10 or 12. I forgot. I think that was 12. This is a 13. You go away. Where did I put that socket? Where did I put that socket? Where did I put that socket? Oh, 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 oh. Did we put this someplace else? Oh, thank God we have extra sockets. And that's 3/8. So here, use your imagination. That's nice and tight. All right, let's get the royal purple. Let's get the good stuff out. Nothing but the best here. So I'm thinking 20, but let's start with 16, and then we could always add. So this is just my paint measuring cup. Okay. All right, we just got the como se llama that the iPods are dying, so we'll put those back in the case. Did you guys have audio issues or no? Hopefully no. I guess there has to be audio. Some of you guys are watching. If we were walking in silence, I don't think anybody would be watching. All right, so we got 18 ounces of fresh royal purple going in. How does that carburetor look? It's not leaking. That's a good sign. Nothing but the best. The best. So I'll show you once you guys get a little bit of juice in here. And call it a day. Kick you to the side. We'll put this in here real quick. Honda, there's even a label that shows you. When you check the oil on a Honda, they don't want the dipstick threaded in. They want it just touching. And that's how you check the oil. There we go, on the side. So nice and clean, not threaded in. Just dip it and need a little bit more oil. So we put 18 in there. It seems like this thing is going to take the full 20. Remember, it's easier to add than take out. Honestly, it just spills all over the place if that was the case. So, snowblower yoga. Make sure no leaky. And we're good to go. Another 2 ounces. Should have went with my gut instinct. I'm a little rusty on snowblowers. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Ounces. Okay, that's 2 ounces. Give it a shake. Goes in there. Dipstick in. Wheels coming out. So we know we're good. This thing is done. Let's add some seafoam to this thing. My gas is already pre-treated out of the can, but I can't help myself. I gotta put extra. It's not gonna hurt it. Seafoam is petroleum based. So this thing is good to go. I'll add more gas. Give this guy his bill. Maybe we'll deliver it together. Maybe we won't. All right, so this thing is done. Let's go outside. You go outside. All right. Let's take a look at this machine. Let's see if it leaked out the gas or not. I'm saying no. So as I pull away the machine, you're going to be looking for a fresh puddle. Do you think we saved this carburetor? And let me just fix that. Not me, but obviously that broke, and he put a sheet metal screw in there. The next forward thing up. Did he drill through the head? Yes, he did. He drilled right down. Jesus. Well, he already drilled through the head, right? So we're not doing any more damage than what's already been done. And this time I put a washer in there. Here we go. Not loose anymore. Remember, he went through the head first, not me. All right, you ready? Watch for the gas puddle. No gas puddle. We are good to go. That is from when we originally took it in. This is looking very, very promising. Very, very promising. So let's get this out and we'll try and start this up. Choke on. Fire for a good time. We have fuel coming out of the throat of the carburetor. Fire in the hole. Let's see if this idle circuit is plugged up. All right, I'm going to show you where the idle circuit is real quick. I should have taken it out, but that's fine. We're rusty. We're rusty. This is our idle circuit right here. So we got to pop this cover off, and it's a flathead screwdriver. We'll pull that out and clean this orifice out. So we'll do that. You guys can watch me work. We're getting there. Baby steps. Baby steps. Let's see if we didn't do all this good work in vain. Alrighty, so here is our idle circuit. And you can see hole here, hole there. Let's see if this is clogged up. I don't see any evidence of like, as far as it being black like the rest, but we'll give this a peek. So right through here. Okay, and then we're gonna go right through the middle. Is this clogged? I think this is clogged. Yep, this was clogged. Perfect, now we just freed this up. That's money, dude. That's money. See, we were going right through the front, idle circuit through the front. That's where we were having trouble puncturing it through the front and then out the side. So let's hit this thing with some PB Blaster. And then because this isn't attached to a gasket of any sort, let's double check and let's hit this thing with some toxic brake clean. All right. And then we'll just double back one more time. We're gonna go up in tip size till we can't go no more. Now, if you still have a problem, you could actually open this up or drill it out. But I don't think that. No, 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 no. I just dropped this into the abyss. Found it. Situation avoided. All right, let's go back to where we were. Let's try and open this sucker up till it can't be opened no more. Just turn off this light. This makes me look pretty. Alrighty, so we're just going through this right here, and we're just gonna work our way up or down and make sure this isn't completely blocked. All right, let's give this a quick BJ, and we'll funnel this back in. Hey Google, turn off compressor. Hey Google, turn off compressor.
Got it. Turning 2 switches off.
Somebody listens. All right, let's just hit this orifice with some. Alrighty, screwdriver in. All right, one more time. Find for a good time. Choke, throttle, find the hole. Good to go. Let's see. Let's check the oil on this thing. Oh shit. Ooh. Dipstick stuck. Let's get a pair of pliers, we'll work that out. This broke. So I want to sacrifice a dipstick out of my machine for his. And I have a lot of machines. Do I want to try and how much do one of these things even cost? Can you guys look up? Do me a favor. Can you guys look up how much a dipstick is for a 9 horsepower Tecumseh, please? I'll give him the option. All right, this is broke. There's nothing we could do. This is broke. This is not repairable. No, do not bend it and drill another hole, because guess what? You're going to shorten this and you're going to overfill your engine. Don't do that. Don't. This is not non-repairable. Do me a favor, please. Love you long time. And keep commenting until I recognize it. No, this is no good. He's gonna need a dipstick. He's gonna need a dipstick. All right, now let's go back. He wanted us to fix the auger housing, so we're gonna give that a couple of whacks. Anybody look up how much a Tecumseh dipstick is? All right, you're good. All right, let's put the engine cover back on. And then if you guys can't figure out how much the Tecumseh dipstick is, I'm gonna have to run in and get the iPad in and figure it out my damn self. It's no big deal. I get it. It's tough. You guys just don't want to take your eyes off of me. I wouldn't either. Trust me. All right, so we're gonna fit this carb cover back on, and we'll reattach this thing. See guys? No fancy tools. No ultrasonic cleaner needed. I'm not saying it doesn't have its place, but are you going to look at a $15 carburetor tops? No, $20. How about this? We'll do conservative. Are you going to try and save a $20 carburetor? You know what I mean? For me, peace of mind, I'd rather just put a brand new one on. You know, if yours is a lot worse than this, or you don't feel comfortable, or you don't want to waste, you know, just throw a $20 carburetor on there and you're good to go. So let's put this back in. Let's put this together. Let's put this back together, and then we're good to go. And then that guy didn't come back with his recoil, so I assume we're going to have to go there. So if you guys are a member of the channel for a long time, do you remember a story? I could have sworn he was the doctor, but I know it's him. He came here one day with a lawnmower covered in dog poop. And that's how I remember I said, oh, the dog run. Covered in dog poop. I could smell it. And I said, dude, I can't work on this. Covered in dog poop. And I could have sworn he was a doctor. Because that means he took his dog poop infested mower out of his shed. Dog poop, the smell, the heat of poop. Put it in his car, the heat of poop. Drove it here with full of poop. And brought it here thinking it's going to be okay. If I pressure wash that machine to clean that poop off, where is it going to go? Into the street, into the driveway? They would call, the town would be here in a heartbeat. So I told him he's got to clean it. And he says, what? It's just poop. I use it to cut my dog run. He has a landscaper. His landscaper refuses to cut the dog run. He is responsible for it. So he doesn't even think to clean the dog poop before he cuts the dog run. No, he's going there with the dog poop. Oh, that's nasty, boy. You nasty. Just not for me. Not for me. So that's how I remember him. I will never, ever, 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 ever forget that for as long as I live, or until God takes away my memory and Alzheimer's kicks in. I will never, ever, ever forget that moment. One of the most, to me, insane interactions in general. I just can't fathom that the smell of dog, the overwhelming. I mean, it's a 100-degree day, and you could just smell it, and I'm like, dude, no way. So I actually refused to repair that lawnmower until he cleaned it, and he actually cleaned it and brought it back. I mean, I think I posted a picture of it on the community page. You'd have to go through the community tabs and go through my post. This is a couple years ago. And he hasn't been back since, as you guys could tell. So I think he was a little mad at me for that, but ain't no way, man. I'm not like that. That's I'm not saying it's, you know what, it is nasty. I just think it's a lack of respect. You know, do you want to work in something covered in dog poop? You know, that's no. We're good. That goes there. That's good. Anybody want to tell me how much oil dipstick is for a Tecumseh? Nobody? Anybody? All right. I'm gonna go get my iPad, and we're gonna beat up this auger housing. Actually, we'll beat up auger housing now. Gas is no, we'll go this way. Tilt it up. Gas is gonna leak out. That's not gonna make for a happy Mrs. Pate's performance. So let's put that there. Okay, you leak out. And this thing is freaking hammered, man. Hammered. Hammered. Where's my dolly? Alrighty, so we got my dolly. And where's... I'll show you Mrs. Pate's performance favorite hammer. I don't know why she is obsessed with this hammer. Sometimes I come in here and I can't find it. She believes this hammer fixes everything. I don't get it. Not any other hammer. This hammer. You know, not the correct hammer for the house. You know, to pull out nails. This is her go-to hammer. Don't ask me. Easy, girl. Easy. So we can't whack this. We have to apply pressure here. We don't want to pull the sides out of the auger so it's loose. Alright, we need a bigger one. A little bit more persuasion. A little bit more weight, and we'll use that to fine tune it. This side. All right, so then let's spin the impeller. So we got a clear shot at the spin. All right, there we go. Okay, now we'll get the dolly out, and now we're just going to start tapping. Okay, good enough. All right. I'm gonna go get the iPad. Now we're gonna guess. How much does a 9 to 11 horsepower Tecumseh dipstick cost? Hold on. Alrighty. iPad activated. Let's go see how much you think a dipstick costs for these machines. Oh, look, people want to buy a snowblower. Hold on. That's on this one back here. I'm only asking $250 for it. I paid $10 for it. I probably have $100 into it. We are not getting snow. I'm not going to sit on it. But anyway, let's go to Google. Well, we're not going to go to Google because Google couldn't answer my question. We'll go to Safari. 9 horsepower Tecumseh dipstick. It should be like an OHSK9 or whatever. But we're just going to go broad spectrum. Okay, so $25 for a new dipstick. Part number 34011B. Alrighty, so I have to get off my phone. I got to reach out to this guy. Or do you guys want to go on a delivery? We got to drop off that Honda. Do you guys want to go on a short little ride? I think no, but then how am I going to do my GPS? All right, so Pitt, Tecumseh dipstick is, so we got, okay, that's the whole assembly. Okay, so 364. All right, so maybe you're right. I was just going by, Jeff Bezos has the whole assembly with the O-ring, E-replacement parts.
This is just a dipstick itself. Is 34011B? Can you go to your comment? Oh, how do I do this? How do I read comments? Nope. How do I read comments? What's the part number? All right, so maybe that's it. I don't think I'm going to charge him for that if I can just... Where's my... If you guys know me, my machines are my babies. And it's going to kill me to take it out of one of them. So, do you want to go on a delivery or not? Because I can't reach out to him until the delivery is done. And then I have to end the stream from there. We taking a quick ride? Let me see. Can I do this at the same time? All right. Hold on. Hold on. Let's ride. All right, we're going to go for a ride. We're going to do it. I just need to know where this guy lives. All right, hold on. All right. So I had a bag full of tools and Hondas and pieces. We were doing some work on the Honda. That's another story for another time, but we have my scalpel kit, mini pry bar, brass hammer, Suffolk County speed wrench, like medium, small size, spark plugs, fuel line, standard size socket set, my milk rags, wrenches, funnel. Oh. And go-go juice. All right. Let's give this guy some fuel. Do a little short can action, and then we'll heave hoe it in there. Sexy pose, right in the hole. Okay. Good to go. All right. This goes. Goes here. We'll do one more start just to make sure so we don't look like a fool. Remember, this is no prime for a good time. Fire in the hole. Shut the fuel off and and we'll let it run for a little bit so when we pick it up, fuel's not going to spill out in the Honda. Oh, you know what? I gotta close the bed on Mandingo. All the non-believers out there, Jesus is real. What's a fish? How does a fish in my truck? A fish? Ice sculpture. Is making you look really stupid. Come on. You know, it's funny. I'm not saying the missus is upset, but I bought a Toro Time Master for $700 that needs work, and the missus isn't happy. I only thought of that because some of the Toro Time Master parts are in the back. We're good to go. Fuel off, key off. You don't want to drain the battery. Joking. There's no battery. All right, look at over that. Let me go to the bottom of that off. Up and away we go. There. There. I'll leave you there. Yeah, you know what? We'll collapse you. All right. How does this work? All right. All right, on the shot. All right, this is we're hanging. We're hanging. We're hanging. All right. Let's go. Oh, we're shooting this way. Keys are in. Activated. So, one of the things we were working on this week, the Honda. As you can see, the whole dash is apart. We have electrical issues. Make a long story short, the cluster needs to be sent out to be rebuilt, and so does the HVAC controls. This is not worth sending out. This is from a junkyard. This we have to send out. All right, I am going to take you guys off camera. I need the GPS. Is Varela locked? No, is Varela locked? Nope. Alrighty. Do a little camera action. I'll pull out and then we'll go on the scenic drive. Yeah, so that sucks. So the issue was with the Honda is that when I engage the parking lights or even the headlights, the cluster and the HVAC cluster would not turn on, and it blew a fuse. Honda, for this year, tied a lot of things into that circuit. Now, if I would have done my due diligence as a Honda owner, I would have seen that was a problematic issue, and you're supposed to rewire you're supposed to take the load off that circuit. So the cigarette lighter, there's three cigarette lighters in the Honda, 2 in the front, 1 in the rear. You're supposed to rewire the 2 front ones to its own separate circuit so it doesn't overload that circuit. And what happens is it melts the cluster and the HVAC.
Take a left on Broadway, then in 500 feet, take a right on Fern Place.
So what needs to be done to this cluster is there's like all these connections inside the cluster. They need to be resoldered. So I can't do that. I have no interest in doing that. And also, if you take a closer look, this guy, he has his couch out. If you take a closer look, there's a path that comes up to those parts that need to be resoldered.
Continuing
that
with driving directions.
Is
in half a mile, turn right onto Astor Street.
Okay, that path is all bubbled up, like it got hot and warped. So that's gonna be an issue. So that's why I need to send out the cluster to be repaired, if they can repair it. If not, then I'm gonna have to get a new cluster, and hopefully the mileage is saved in the computer. It's not built into the dash. So when I plug the new cluster in, new or used, it reads the mileage off the ECM and not on the cluster.
Turn right onto Astor Street.
I'm going
Then
to
take
have
the first
to,
right onto Alton Avenue.
I'm gonna have to get it reprogrammed. So yeah, it is what it is. Stupid me. Now there's also another way to save that issue, is convert the bulbs.
At the stop sign. Turn right onto Alton
So
Avenue.
unfortunately,
Then the destination is
I
on your
didn't do
right.
it. I did it now. For the time being, it's a little too late. All right, so we're almost here. I don't want to put this guy's address out here, so let me just hold up. GPS. Nope, we're going now. All right, you good to go. And quick drive. This is the guy's house. All right. Jacket cam. All right. He's got a Porsche. No wonder. I wouldn't want this in there too. Let's be nice. Hi. I fixed the snowblower. So I put it, oh, okay. No need to apologize. Hey, this was in your garden. How are you?
Yeah, no, I know my God.
Okay, yeah, no worries. All right, so, not bad yourself? Ah,
Yeah, I'm
I
glad I
don't
thought about you too.
Yes. So thank you for thinking of me. So you're good to go. I put it back in the driveway. Hello. Friendly? Yeah. Okay. We used to, no longer.
So what was it? What was it?
Yeah, had to go through the carburetor
You did?
and good to go. Yep.
Just spray it out and all that kind of stuff? Like,
So this is a single stage. So the whole machine has to come apart. It's like a big clam. So you have to open up the clam. So all this comes off, pull the carburetor out, clean everything, drain everything.
all right, so
You're
just
good
put
to go.
gas on it, fill
So
it
it's
up, and
there's
I'm ready to
there's
go.
fresh gas in there.
All right.
It's treated. So you should be good. I would say about 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, and after that, but just run it dry.
Okay.
12 valve, fuel on, choke. Let's see, give it a minute now. Oh, let's see. Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows how much longer we got?
Yeah, I don't.
Everybody's getting ready. We just went for a walk around the neighborhood.
Okay.
Everybody's getting ready.
Yeah, so I don't know how. I was at work and I'm getting message after message, phone call after phone call. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, guys, got to give me a break. And I know the last time we had snow, they were saying like 10 to 12 inches, and people were freaking out, and we got like nothing. So I don't know. What are we supposed to get today? What are they saying? 3 to 5? Okay, that's not realistic.
I didn't expect you were going to give it to me this fast.
Yeah, so
So, how should I, do you want cash or, how did
yeah,
I do I say?
cash.
Yeah,
Yep,
no worries.
150.
Give me 1 second.
Yep, all right, thank you. Alrighty. I just have to wait a minute. Let me lock up the Honda and we're good to go. Yeah, so you heard him. Apparently everybody's getting ready. Let me go through my Facebook messages. So now it's no snow, lack of snow. We have one snowblower in Ariens 24 for $250, and then we have a Craftsman for I think 300 or 250. I don't remember, another 24, and we're good to go. So people want to scoop those up. So yeah, so now all these people want these cheap machines, and it's gonna be that's right. I think the Craftsman, that's right, the Craftsman was service too. We are literally giving away snowblowers. $250 for a running, blowing, fully serviced machine in my area is cheap. Those Ariens we were selling for 700 to 800, and then those Craftsmans were 5 to 6. So that was really, really tough. See this person, right? 250. Can you deliver it to Syosset? Syosset's about an hour back and forth. That's not happening. So yeah, we're gonna end it there. Yeah, we'll go for the drive. A little short little drive. So yeah, so that's that. He said they were walking around the neighborhood and people were getting ready for the snow. Do you see people getting ready for the snow? You see people getting ready for the snow? I see people getting ready for the snow. Oh, look at that. Ay, ay, ay. You think he's getting ready for the snow? Ay, caramba. Hope everybody's okay. That's a rear hit, so it should be all right. Look at this. Oh, he wants to be funny. He wants to be funny. Look at that. Alrighty, so as soon as we get back to the house, I gotta cut the stream, and we gotta do some work off camera. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a quick little drive back to the house. This is basically the ball field at the corner. Thank you. We live next door to Jeff Bezos. You gonna let me go? You gonna let me go? You gonna let me go? I'm not that driver. I'm not gonna cut out in front of nobody. And we're turning. And we're turning. Alrighty. Well, you could tell that's a diesel. You could hear, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you could hear the VGT kick on and off. Let's go. Let's go. Are they getting ready for the storm? What does that look like? We got pressure washers out here. We're not getting ready for nothing. So, all right. Let's go. Let's go yank this dipstick off one of my babies. And we'll just add it to the guy's bill. I am home. Me too. Me too. Drunken Jim. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, so here's the Toro Time Master for 700. I gotta cover that up and make sure we don't want no rain on it. So what I do here, this is my quick tip. This is how we store machines after the season to make sure nothing gets inside. So what I do is I take a garbage bag, wrap the motor in it, zip tie, cheap, And then that should keep all the rain and stuff like that, because don't forget, once this thing gets wet and things freeze, it could do funky things. Let's try and keep the water out. And that's only because we're limited on storage. Oh, I forgot to take the cap off. All right, hold on. I gotta go back. You know what? I need the exercise. I need the exercise anyway. I gotta take the cap off of that one, put it on, and then we'll yank it out. I know, you might think I'm dramatic, but if you go through my channel, you know I love my Arians. I love my machines. The missus and I hold our collection near and dear to our heart. It's one of those things where every machine has a story to tell, and each and every one of our machines has a story to tell, and we just don't want to let go of those memories as of yet. And who knows, we might move to a place that has snow. Or we stop doing snow removal. Do we need all these snow blowers? No, but I just can't get rid of them. I just can't get rid of them. All right. It's a little crowded in here. Extra bags. Spreader. And irrigation pipe. Our electric lawnmower. I only use an electric lawnmower in the backyard. Dipstick out. Dude, where are your neighbors? It's too cold for them. I'll show you. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna tell you a story. Bob from Double Wide 6 Repairs had an issue with a diesel tractor that he bought. And I'm a diesel mechanic by trade. Okay, so Bob loaded up his tractor and he came here for us to look at. And our neighbors play for the same team. You know, Adam and Eve? Well, it's Adam and Steve. Okay? And Bob met them and they were in the hot tub and Bob got upset because they didn't ask him to come and join. So I'll show you where their hot tub is compared to our bedroom. And they were making some noises and Bob was really upset. They didn't invite him for playtime in the hot tub. So let me show you something. This is our bedroom window, okay? And that's our other bedroom window. And then in this corner right here is their hot tub. And then look at the trees. They have playtime in the hot tub, and you could tell by the sounds that they make. And if there's no leaves, you could see them having playtime. And Bob got very, very jealous. And Bob wanted to know where the sounds were coming from. And that's why he wants to know. That's where they have playtime. Bob, the next time you come, I'll see if they want to send you an invitation and you guys got playtime together. Judgment-free zone here. And if you want, I'll invite you to one of their parties. All right, let's go see. Dipstick in. Let's make sure we are the right length. Uh-oh, it's too big. Look at that. That's what she said. That's what she said. All right, this guy's cooked. I can't help him. Our smaller machines are in long-term storage. Our big boys are here at the house. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's crazy before the storm. I never heard back from the pooper guy about his recoil. So what do you think is gonna happen? Do you think tomorrow when there's snow on the ground, he's gonna think to bring it over or expect me to go there or not? All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in the garage. Quick little unexpected live stream. I wasn't welcomed in the other one. It is what it is, right? I miss them. Love you. All right, guys, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of Pat D's Performance. And don't forget to pray for snow. And let me know where you guys are if you guys are getting snow. All right.